If you watched the last episode of Weekends with Runner, and as a good upstanding YouTube viewer who supports smaller creators you better have, then you may have seen we built the Wooting 60HE from the ground up. But for those who aren't so DIY inclined, they do also have things like the Wooting 60HE right here. Our keyboard has at least somewhat more put together than that one. Opening it up and ooh, I like the presentation of this already. I saw this in my ADHD, I didn't actually see it in the live stream, but I saw it afterwards. They sent out these absolutely awesome little postcards with every keyboard, and they have this like strap here as well, which I don't know what that is for yet, but already 10 out of 10 for the presentation. And you know, given the price you're paying for these, you'd expect the presentation to be good, but we'll get to that. Okay, let's just start off with the keyboard itself. So this is it. It is a 60%er. I mean, you could probably, I guess so from the name. You probably know by now I'm kind of fundamentally opposed to these kind of keyboards. You know, for me, a real keyboard is one that has everything, including a numpad, but I mean, I've been reviewing so many of these recently, I guess I better get used to it. Let's see what else is in the box here. It says lift here, and that's what I'm going to do. And inside we have, well, our cable. It is a pretty nice cable, all things considered. It does match the little strap here, so it's a black and yellow aesthetic, which is not something you see too often. So we'll see how that meshes with the rest of the keyboard. And you also get yourself a nice key switch puller and some spare screws, spare switches, and some what I believe to be different feet, or actually, oh no, this is going to go for the strap, isn't it? Yep, okay, so we're gonna do that in a bit. Now, if you watch the live stream, you know that they sent over some of their own double shot PBT Wooting keycaps. We had both the black and the white set. And now for the really boring part, actually putting all the keycaps in. Wait a second, I clearly messed something up here. Yeah, I don't think there's a function row in this keyboard. Okay, starting over. And after what felt like a whole day, well, it is done. And I even attached this little strap here. It's very much more of a gimmick, but obviously, you know, the appeal of these kind of 60% keyboards is the portability. But is this something you're just gonna carry around via a strap? This kind of reminds me of the whole GameCube handle thing. Though to be fair, I think it would look pretty cool just like hanging off your backpack, showing that you're a real gamer with just your keyboard hanging out like that. But if you live literally anywhere else other than East Asia, I would kind of worry about it getting stolen. With all of the keycaps in, which I don't think add too much weight, we're coming in at around 625 grams. Now for the also important typing experience. You know, for these being linear switches, it is surprisingly loud for a linear, but it's still pretty nice. Now, of course, another thing that kind of makes or breaks comfort in a keyboard is the height of it. And while it is kind of at an angle, you can see that the top keys right here are much higher than the bottom keys. The feet themselves are not adjustable. So it doesn't even appear to have a system like in the 80HE where you just had these like add-on feet you could just snap in that came in the box. Here, all you have is just these pads. In terms of actually controlling it, you have access to Wooting's utility, or Wootility as they call it. Yes, I very much see what they did there. And it allows you to do pretty much everything from change the actuation point to RGB to, of course, remapping literally every single key in your keyboard, so you can make your complete custom layout, and you can tell ISO and ANSI and all the others to get lost. Because you live by your own rules, and QWERTY is only the shackles of the man. Okay, and I alluded to it a bit, so let's talk price. You'd think when you're only getting like half a keyboard, it would be kind of cheap, but nope, no it is not. Now, of course, one of the big things about it is the customizability of it. And you don't go into this whole keyboard customization hobby not having much money anyway. You go into this to buy this keyboard and then buy another set of switches and another set of keycaps and mix and match until you have a beautiful monstrosity that is uniquely yours. So I know it's probably not fair to me to complain so much about the price when people who buy these kind of things already have the money to get everything else necessary to make the most of this kind of customizable platform. So if you're one of those people, then go right ahead. Just stay away from me and my full-sized keyboards, because sure, it's nice, it's fun, compact, but I'll still kind of stick to my full-sized ones because yes, I know I'm stubborn. But if you want to get this yourself, and I'm kind of holding it wrong, I should probably hold it like this, then our links to it will be down in the video description below, where you're also going to find our Patreon, because even a single $1 a month truly goes a long way, plus huge thanks to Gavin Burns, Justin Rage, Ella Broniak, Balish Volker, Patrick Harrison, not a pseudonym, Max Sumner, and Shane Allcroft. But anyway, that's what it is. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then remember to subscribe, like, whatever, and I'll see you all in whatever I make next. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.